Welcome back, fellow Dream Warriors, to Riderpiece Theater! Me, Alistair Dayhawk, and tonight, me proud to present Kamen Rider Zeztz, episode 48. I do apologize for posting this video super late. Work has been very tough and tiring. I come home very tired and I don't want to do anything, but you know what? I have to will myself in and do this video for you guys before, I get behind. And we only have 2 episodes until, that's it, game over. And then Maisu comes in and takes over for the rest of the year and beyond. So, yeah, I do apologize. So, in this video, I'm just going to summarize instead of recapping the whole episode and give you guys my 2 cents of what I think is going to happen with Baku especially, because in this episode, Yuya planted the seeds of, is there a possibility that Baku could never return to the real world after what Zeztz told, Baku, Nem, and of course the audience of what's happening to him. So I'm gonna give you guys a brief summary of the episode. So basically, Zeztz showed up. He rescues Nem and Baku, and then in the real world, Baku receives a call from Mulder and Scully saying that they found the portal to the Shadow Realm in the real world. This causes Baku to be like, hey, I'm on it, I'm gonna rescue Nox. And this is where Minami steps in and be like, dude, please stop what you're doing. You are putting yourself through the ringer here. You're pushing your body to the limit here. You haven't slept in how many days? And I know that, using the extreme capsule, it just gives you, a quick fast pass into the dream world without you going to sleep. But look what's happening to you right now. You are my only brother. You can't do this to yourself. And then Baku, he was sympathetic, but he's just acting like the self-sacrificing hero and be like, look, I don't care what happens to me. The fate of the world is, relies on me. Nox is in danger. Oblivion is out there deleting things. It's up to me to, save both worlds. But, Minami is like, dude, you're my only brother. Like I don't know what's gonna happen to you after 2 episodes. Are you gonna be here? Like what's going on? Please, just go to sleep. Go do the old school way. Go to sleep and go to the dream world that way. But of course, Baku refuses to listen and just says, I'm sorry, and uses the extreme capsule to return to the dream world. And I'm just like, Baku, you deserve a slap, because come on, what does it take for you to go to sleep? Seriously, I don't understand. It takes you, hours to go to sleep. Every time you lay in bed, you immediately fall asleep. So why do you feel the need to use the capsule in order to return to the dream world quickly, knowing that you're beat up? And this leads to the next scene where Baku returns to the dream world, and he couldn't even get up. He couldn't stand at all. He is tired. And this is where Zeztz knows exactly what's happening to him. And I quote, traveling between realms without sleep, takes a toll on the body. And sooner or later, Baku would never return to the real world. So if he keeps going at this pace, Baku will never return to the real world ever again. So this is where my 2 cents, my hypothesis, my theory that what would happen with Baku at the end of episode 50. Knowing Yuya, I think he's trying to create a new god. I think he's going to turn Baku into a god of dreams, the same way he did with Ace. I hope to God it's not like that. I think that Baku will end up being the protector of dreams. He will safeguard, the people's dreams. If there's like nightmares afoot, he will go ahead and deal with them alongside with Zeke and Nox, because Nox will also still have the powers of a Kamen Rider. But Baku can never return to the real world. So I think he's going to end up just like Zeke and what Nem used to be. And I'm sure that Baku is willing to pay that sacrifice in order to save Nem and also to repair the world and, heal himself and all that stuff. So that's happening to him. And then Zeke takes over in rescuing Nox. So we see Zeke and Nem, they have a moment together. Nem just calls out Zeke that, hey, you're not a bad man after all. I've seen the real you. But of course, Zeke is telling Nem, like, that's all fake news. It's all fake. But Nem is like, no. No, you're not a bad man. You're just someone who's seeking bad dreams in order to, seeking the oblivion that he needs. Because, he did a lot of bad things. And he figured, hey, I'm going to search for a bad dream in order to, have it kill me or something around those lines. And we have a funny moment between the two, and then it leads them into, deep into the Shadow Realm, where they meet up with Nox and, of course, the Crazy Phantom. Nem is pleading with Nox, can you please, help Baku, because he is not well right now, and I need you and Zeke to help Baku defeat Oblivion. And then Nox says, well, I can't leave, because if I go, then she goes. And then this is where Crazy Phantom offers a ceasefire. She's not going to do anything. And this is where Nox just like, okay, I will take your word on it. And, she does, and releases her. And then Crazy Phantom talks to everybody like, hey, Oblivion is OP. He is actually the final boss. He has whipped your ass before, and he can do it again. What makes you think that all three of you combined can defeat him? And this is where Nem actually says, she's thinking about self-sacrificing herself if the boys cannot defeat Oblivion. But of course, Phantom is like, no, anything but that. No. And she states that the reason that she created the Nem Utopia is because to protect Nem from Oblivion. But it was only a matter of time before Oblivion will find a way to break into the Nem Utopia and try to take Nem and all that stuff. He'd done it before. I mean, he could do so again if, the Nem Utopia went on. And so Nox and Zeke exit the Shadow Realm, and they prepare their fight they prepare to fight Oblivion, and then Baku comes to, and then he gets greeted by Nem and the crazy lady, and they have a brief talk. And this is the thing I didn't like about Baku in this episode. More specifically, this scene, and also the way, he says, I don't care to Minami and all that stuff, is where I felt that he was justifying what the crazy lady did for the past year in order to protect Nem. Like, I wish he could have said, look, I don't like what you did in order to protect your daughter, but I do commend that you were trying to protect your daughter, but the way that you did it, it's no. It's like, no, I condone that. Like, it's no. You could have done a better way to protect your daughter. Like, you used the power of the nightmares in order to, to destroy code and create the world of illusions for Nem. Like, no. That's not the way it goes. And so as they're having their talk, we have this moment between Zeke and Nox, and they fight Oblivion. And unfortunately for the boys, their weapons get destroyed, and they get their ass kicked. And then Baku shows up and transforms into Extreme. And even with the powers of Extreme, Oblivion once again destroyed the weapons and kicked Baku's ass. And Oblivion was about to kill Baku once again. But this is where Nem decides to pay the ultimate price, which is, take herself out of the picture. And we have a moment with Nem and her mom just having a moment together in the spy room. And this is where we see flashbacks of her time with her friends. And this causes her to just make the self-sacrifice for her friends and for the dream world. So she goes to this realm and she unlocks the mind's door and she goes inside it while Crazy Phantom is crying her eyes out, telling her daughter, please do not do this, don't do this. She is screaming and yelling and she tries to stop her, but Nem, doesn't let her. And she goes inside the mind's door and closes the door behind her, sealing herself into some kind of purgatory or something. And this causes Oblivion to disappear, and you see the world of dreams healing itself. And all the boys were stunned, like, okay, Oblivion's gone, the world is returning to the way it was. But then the crazy mama comes in and breaks the bad news, telling everybody that Nem did it. Nem took herself out of the picture. This is why Oblivion is gone and the world is self-repairing itself. And you see the last scene with Baku all stunned, saying that, wait, did Nem did what I think she did? And that's how the episode ends. Here's my thoughts of what's going to happen with Baku, if I haven't said so already. Knowing Yuya, I think Baku's going to turn into the god of dreams. He's going to be the protector of dreams. He's going to be just like Nem used to be, and just, safeguard people, safeguard the good dreams. And he's going to be just like Nem. He's going to be just like Zeke. He's going to be, in the dream world, and he cannot return to the real world. That's going to be his self-sacrifice as a hero. Nem, on the other hand, I feel that Baku is really going to help her achieve her dream of returning to the real world and live a normal life, while at the same time, as she stated, she wants to live in the real world, while at the same time helping people achieve their dreams, like exactly as she did in the dream world. So she wants to continue her work in the real world just like she did in the dream world. With Nox, I believe he will try to live a normal life. He will pay for his crimes by helping Mulder and Scully with the black cases, the remnants of the nightmares if need be. And he's going to help Baku and Zeke out in the dream world, so that will never change. But I just get this feeling with Baku, like he's going to have a bittersweet ending. I don't see him trying to live a normal life. I mean, at least the curse is lifted, so he can help people in the real world without getting ran over by the white truck of doom or step on dog poop or something like that. It's just, I don't know. With Baku, I feel like he's gonna have a bittersweet ending. He's gonna sacrifice himself in order to grant Nem her wish, and he's gonna stay in the dream world. And Minami's going to be all sad because she's going to lose her one and only brother. But I'm sure Baku's going to say, look, I'm sorry that I did this thing, but you could always see me in the dream world. I mean, you could always see me in your dreams. I'm like, oh, no, man. It's so bad. I feel bad for Minami if it turns out to be, Baku just staying in the dream world forever. At least Baku will be immortal just like Zeke, But oh, the price is way too high. I want Baku to live a normal life. If he ends up still being Zeztz, I mean, great. But if not, I just want him to live a normal life after everything he has been through. But I get this feeling that Baku will make the decision of becoming the protector of good dreams, or the god of dreams, because he sees that he has a purpose. I think he sees, I don't think he sees a purpose in the real world at all. I think he sees a greater purpose in the dream world, and just continue on doing his thing and just, do that. I don't know. I feel like the ending for Zeztz is going to be a bittersweet one. But yeah, it's just the way that scene, especially with Minami, and also the second scene with Zeke, I just get this feeling that Yuya is planting the seeds for the eventual self-sacrifice of Baku of being the god of dreams. That's the way I'm looking at the things. We have 2 episodes left to really be put my theory to the test. But one thing's for sure, if my theory is correct, Yuya really loves turning his characters into gods for some reason. That's all I have to say about that. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm like, you really like turning your main characters into gods. I mean, I'll give you credit, Yuya. At least with X8 and 01, you didn't turn them into gods, except for maybe one in particular. But in terms of Zeztz and X8, maybe? I mean, X8. Zeztz? I don't know. All roads leads to godhood, I guess, with Baku. But let's hope that Baku gets, the happy ending he deserves and the sleep that he deserves. But other than that, I think that's all I have for you guys. Do you like this format, guys? Just giving you guys a brief summary of what happened in the episode, and just giving you guys my 2 cents of what the story could lead to, or you prefer just giving you guys a full-blown recap of the entire episode? People tend to like shorter videos, so I don't know. But if this short ends up in 10 minutes, great. If not, then I blew it because my mark is hit 10 minutes, but I don't think I'm gonna hit 10 minutes, but who knows. But yeah, give me your thoughts and opinions about episode 48. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Did I miss anything? Even though I have my notes in front of me and I did summarize the whole thing, I may have missed a couple of things here and there. You never know. And give me your thoughts about my 2 cents about what's going to happen to Baku. Do you think he's going to have a bittersweet ending? Or do you think that he's going to have a happy ending after all of this that's said and done? Do you like this format? Just give me your thoughts and opinions. Give me a like if you like it, and please subscribe. And I do apologize for uploading this video super late. And I'll see you all on the other side of Oblivion. Johnny!